quiet because our kids are all in bed, but we just got back from getting our Azure standard order.
It's only 10 o'clock.
Yeah, if you missed our last video, our pregnancy announcement video, surprise! Anyway, if you missed the last video, we basically started it by saying, we just picked up our Azure order. If you want to see it, let me know. And a lot of you were like, yes, duh, absolutely. So, got home, put everything out, got our kids to bed, and here we are. That brings us up to speed. I'm going to show you guys what we got. If you don't know what Azure Standard is,
Then I'll tell you what it is.
go ahead, tell them.
It's a place where you go to a parking lot and they have a truck and it drops food off and you just go snatch whatever you can get.
That's right. It's like free for all.
It's free for all. You have to order it on their website. And then a big truck comes and drops it off, and you, along with other families, get the boxes off the truck. They put them in your name order, and then by the time everyone's done, everyone gets their boxes and puts it in their cars, and they go home.
So think Costco, but like without the middleman, without the storefront. So it's going direct from like
Somewhere.
wherever. The
From
truckers
Costco.
are bringing it, and they're dropping it off to groups of people who are placing orders. So it cuts a lot of the costs, but you're buying bulk, you're buying healthy, organic, just like quality food options. They have produce, they have meat, they have dairy, they have live plants, that like so much things, so many things. I'm gonna link our Azure link in the description, so if you want to check it out, click that link, sign up for an account.
I thought I was going to do this with you, but I obviously haven't been vlogging for a while, and my arm is
I'm feeling you.
getting tired, so I might have to just turn this camera around, but I'm going to let Danielle handle this from here because I can't hold this like this anymore.
You see why I told you? So I was like, you need to vlog while you're doing it. I'm like, there's no way. My arms are noodles. I know, you got muscles.
Oh my gosh, I gotta start working out again.
I told you, it's hard.
That's unacceptable.
See?
This is unacceptable. I apologize, guys. This should not have ever happened.
No, I feel so validated because like, I'm always like, I can't vlog like this. What is, like, sorry, John, I just gotta do the thing. Okay, so bulk foods, healthy foods, whatever. What was I saying? Oh, okay, I'm gonna link it in the description so you can check it out, create an account.
Find a drop near
Find
you.
a drop near you, because that's what you do. You coordinate with other people and their families. They come together. It's really sweet. And
And you make new friends.
you make new friends. Like I met some of my closest friends where we live now just because of Azure. So anyway, here we go. This is an example. And it doesn't look like much. Like it's a lot. It's not a lot of options, but the thing is, like, these are pantry staples, things that we want excess of, things we never want to run out of, things like if the world shut down, we can make stuff. The rice is in here. We're missing the rice. I just realized that because I was like, we'll have rice and beans, but and I'm like, wait a minute, we won't have rice.
We'll have salt and beans.
Okay. So let me just say, we like to go to Costco, but Costco's like snacks and like fruit, veggies, like fresh produce is a lot of what we get there. We do like other little grocery stores for things we need on a smaller scale. But when it comes to like pantry staples or organic things that we eat a ton of, most of the time Azure is the cheapest place to get it. Not always, but most of the time it is, especially when they have sales and things. So let me start where?
Wherever you want. Right here.
Let's start over here with this cold stuff. Cheese, dairy. We obviously have a cow and should make sour cream and yogurt, but she is not in milk right now, so we're buying it. But I have ricotta cheese. I bought 6 things at a time. These things, I'm telling you, at Whole Foods, it's $9 for one. For one. I think I paid $30 for 6. This, I think it was on sale this time, the Nancy stuff, so that's why probiotic whole milk yogurt, and then some sour cream. Again, like 6 of each. This big box of apples is 40 pounds. My children are not allowed to eat a whole one because we all know even normal size apples, they like will eat 4 bites and waste. And if you don't know that, I really am questioning whether I actually have children or tiny robots in your house. But kids have the best intentions to eat the whole apple, they just never do. So we give a lot to our chickens, really great. These are really big, so I'm like, the rule is
cut them in half.
Cut in half, share it with a friend. There's plenty of friends. This is like cheaper than Costco, okay? Cheaper than Costco, cheaper than Walmart for organic apples. Just best price I found. Okay, up here, cheese. If you guys like cheese, the best way to buy it is in bulk. 2 of these, we get 10 pounds of mozzarella. Is that mozzarella?
That
cheddar.
is cheddar.
We get 10 pounds of cheddar, 10 pounds of mozzarella. It beats buying shredded cheese. It beats buying little blocks of cheese. This is the cheapest way to get it. And then string cheese too. Awesome deal on organic string cheese.
And if you're like, but I don't eat that much cheese, I don't need to eat that much cheese, you just cut it up and you put it in the freezer, because you can totally do that. And it helps you in the long run to save money that way.
True. Fun fact, the first time we bought 2 blocks of each, we put 1 of each in the freezer.
That was a joke.
No, but it wasn't though, because the first block lasted us like almost a month. Which is great.
Not anymore.
I know, I don't know what happened.
We make pizza. We make our own pizza.
I'm heavy-handed on the cheese when it comes to pizza.
Yeah.
I want it to be like
cheese.
where you pick up the slice and it's like...
It never does that though. Why doesn't it do that?
Well, because if you're putting cheese on it.
I'm not putting enough cheese on it.
That's why. When I put cheese on it, it's like, okay. This is like a mozzarella stick now.
Noted.
Okay, this time I wanted to stock up on beans. I was like, what are meals that people ate in the Great Depression? Just in case. Just in case. I'm just saying things are tight and groceries are expensive. So how can we feed our family of 9 as affordably as possible? Rice and beans and a protein. Always the answer. So I got a 25-pound bag?
Yep, 25 pounds.
25 pounds of dried black beans. 25 pounds of dried pinto beans. 10?
5 pounds.
5 pounds of, read it, I don't know.
Kidney beans.
Kidney beans and northern white
Great
beans.
Northern beans.
Yeah.
What the heck is that?
Well, so like these 3 combined with the power of
Chili?
these 3 combined, great for chili. The northern white beans you could do in like a white chili, or you could do beans and chicken, you know, with like a chimichurri sauce. I don't know.
You're just getting fancy now.
Just, like,
they didn't have that in the
saying
Great Depression,
things.
Danielle.
I've never made that. I don't even know where to start with that, but we can figure it out. We'll grow things in our garden. We've got these, which you guys, Instant Pot. You take your dry beans, you don't have to soak them overnight. You could, you don't have to. You could put them in the Instant Pot. It takes like 10 minutes to come to pressure, 20 minutes, 30 minutes to cook.
30 minutes, 35.
So like set them in and you're like 45 minutes later,
Got beans.
you got from dry beans, and this is the cheapest way to buy beans. And we don't have to buy expensive cans that now cost over $1 per can of beans.
Used to be 99 cents. Used to be 89 cents.
Even at that, when we need like 4 cans for our family, that's too much. It's $4 worth of beans. Where here, it's probably still just 50 cents worth of beans.
50 cents. Maybe.
Sorry, it's just hard to catch my breath. I'm trying not to sound like I'm dying. People are concerned about my health. My lungs should get checked out. No, it's just, there's not room. Okay, but now you know. They sell live plants, you guys. You can buy seeds or you can buy seedlings. Since we're late to the start of the growing season, it's not too late in North Carolina because we have like until October to grow where it's like warm. But it's late enough that I didn't want to start a whole bunch of seeds. I have some out there, but I wanted some other things. So I got celery. We've got 4 little celery things. I don't know, I've never grown it. We'll see how it goes. I might
dump it out on the ground right now.
Dump it on the ground, might kill it all. Chickens might eat it all. I'm not really sure, but we're gonna try. This is a bell pepper to replace the one that Israel dug up and killed. Rest in peace. Since he has since killed a second one, but that was after I already placed the order, so we got 1. It's fine. These is 4. I've got mini red and yellow bell peppers that I'm gonna put in our green stalk garden. If you guys want a discount code for that, let me know because I have one, but it's a cool little tower garden that I finally used for the first time. We've had it for years and I finally filled it up. I'll do a garden tour and show you guys that later. But I want to put these peppers in it and keep it on our patio so the kids can just, you know, grab them and snack off if they grow.
And if Israel doesn't pluck all the vegetables off.
He's pretty good.
He had his hand on a little green tomato today, and I had to get him to let go. He is very
interested in the tomatoes. These are peppermints. I already have spearmint, so I thought let's get peppermint. The girls love tea. We'll make our own tea. And these are more mini bell peppers. Oh yeah, I got 6 total, so they can go around the green stalk. Red, yellow, red, yellow, red, yellow.
Very good.
I know. I put a lot of thought into it.
Good job. Proud of you.
Speaking of herbs, growing things, we use a lot of oregano. You can buy it. Can you buy it at Costco? Maybe. But this was cheaper and more. It's a big thing of organic oregano. So we just refill our little spice rack from this. I've just started pantry staples, spices, seasonings, buy in bulk if you can. It's so much cheaper and you never run out. You're never like, oh man, we were gonna make that for dinner, but we don't have. That happened to us last night.
True.
Remember? Thousand Hills, never heard of this brand, but these are grass-fed beef hot dogs. Regenerative agriculture.
Oh, that's cool.
So what we're trying to do here, regenerate the earth with our cow poop. Born, lifetime grazed, and processed in the USA. You guys, that means the cows were just out there
living their best lives.
Living their best lives, their entire lives. It's beautiful. Okay, here. Oh, chocolate chips. Here's the secret. These are gluten-free. They had gluten-free and non-gluten-free. I know, it's crazy, but chocolate is oftentimes cross-contaminated with gluten. A bag of gluten-free chocolate chips. This is like $6 for this. Okay, this is 5 pounds of chocolate chips and maybe was like 20 max. Like it wasn't, I don't remember exactly how much it was, but.
You have to look it up on the website.
Speaking of which, pantry staples, more of them. Baking soda, baking powder. Okay, both of these are aluminum free. That's really important. You don't want aluminum in your food. It goes to your brain and is linked to Alzheimer's and stuff. So we try to avoid aluminum in these things. But also gluten-free is important when it comes to like baking powder. Sometimes they use corn and it can be cross-contaminated, but we always run out. Do we not? Aren't we always like, oh, we're out of baking powder. Oh,
especially baking powder, so this will be nice.
Oh, this is new to us, but recommended by my friend Beatrice. White corn flour. She said she makes her own tortillas. We've been buying these almond flour ones, which I love. They're really good. And it's nice to not have to worry about it, but they're expensive. So we're gonna make our own. Apparently use this corn flour and water. And this 5-pound bag of organic corn flour was, I think, $7.
Yeah, it was
and it'll
cheap.
last us probably 2 months. The other thing, individually, you can buy 1 box of the pasta from Azure. Like you don't have to buy in bulk. You can buy just 1 box of things if you want. But it's the same price as the grocery store. So it's kind of like here nor there. But you buy 3 or 12. Like one of these I bought 12 of, one of them I bought 6 of, I don't know. Then it gets cheaper. So we stocked up on some of these gluten-free shells. Jovial is one of our favorite brands because they're organic and gluten-free.
And it's probably the most like true pasta texture.
Mm-hmm. That Tinkiata brand.
That one is good too.
What's this? The brown rice pastas are the best.
Yeah, the brown rice pasta for sure.
But it's hard to find gluten-free pasta that is not gross and also is just like simple ingredients and organic. So I like this brand a lot. It really does hold up well. I got Mafalda, which I've never had, but look how interesting they look, John.
That's weird.
I
It's
know.
like little lasagnas.
It's like little something, and I was like, oh, this would make a good
Something.
texture. I don't know.
Mafalda.
Mac
Who's
and
heard
cheese.
of Mafalda?
So we got our pastas. This giant bag is pink Himalayan salt, which seems extreme. This is the cheapest again, salt is something that you can buy in bulk because it's a preservative. So like if we lost electricity and access to the grocery store and all that stuff, I was just telling my mom this, and you had to like grow and preserve your own food or hunt, and like you need salt. Like you need salt to preserve the meat. You need salt to help and season, and our bodies need minerals. Table salt doesn't give you minerals. Even a lot of sea salts don't give you minerals. So you need like pink Himalayan salt, Celtic salt. Redmond's is another great brand, but Redmond's costs more than this. So that's where we were at last month. I was like, okay, we gotta find a cheaper salt, but still a quality salt that gives us all the minerals we need. So, introduce this, their pink Himalayan salt. This is a 40-pound bag.
You get that from a salt mine or something? I mean, where did this come from? It is from Pakistan. That's crazy.
From an actual, they mined it. Yeah. 44 pounds of this.
Wow.
So one, that's a lot of salt, and you might be like, I don't need that much salt. And that's fine. Get a smaller bag. You can get a 20-pound bag. But the best price is obviously the more you buy. And it's something I don't feel bad about stockpiling, essentially. Another thing that we get a lot of is this flour, but this is the gluten-free 1-to-1 baking flour. You guys ask all the time about our pancakes or bread. I just posted our gluten-free like favorite go-to sandwich bread the other day. This is the flour we use. We've tried numerous different ones, and I feel like this gives the most consistent results. And a lot of people are like, I would have never known it was gluten-free. You're like, wow, this is really good for gluten-free.
Yeah, stick with that one.
Yeah.
I would have never known it was gluten-free. Oh, the pancakes, yes. The bread, not so
like
much.
The pizza.
It's still, you can tell it's not like normal. But the pancakes, for sure, you can't tell. The other one's just a texture. The taste is really good.
It's the texture's
the
always
taste
gonna
is
be
good.
a little off.
Yeah.
But I'm saying for gluten-free, normally people associate gluten-free with dry and crumbly. Nay. And you don't have to like add this and add that. You just sub it for flour. So like whatever normal recipe you use to make a cake, just use this instead of the flour, and it works great. We buy 2 bags of that. We keep it in these buckets, which I also got from Azure, with a Gamma Seal lid. They didn't have any of the lids to fit it, but I'll show you guys what that is. But I got 3 more, they're 5-gallon. One's for the salt, one's for dog food, and then, I don't know, we'll have to decide on the beans, John. We just have to pick and choose which bean gets
Pick your bean, choose your bean.
We might need more buckets, but this is the lid that they get. So this is a 2-gallon one that we put all of our scraps in, and I just bought the lid because the fruit flies were really going crazy. Oh yeah, you can see there's still flies in it. But we put all of our scraps and then we feed it to our chickens, which is really nice. The chickens eat it, but I was like, we need a lid for this. So this is a good, seal that in there, keep the flies out. But the lids also work on those. So we keep our flour in it, we keep dog food, animal feeds in the garage in it, we'll put the salt in it, keeps it fresh, it's great. I think that's it. That's it for this order. I love it. I love feeling like, again, we're stockpiling things that we use a lot of, that we don't run out of. And I know I'm saving money doing it this way. You can't, even like Amazon, triple the price. Like you can't buy bulk like this. Costco doesn't carry this stuff like this. Like it's hit or miss, you know? They used to have dry black beans, they don't anymore. So if you're looking for an option for your family, for bulk foods, highly recommend looking up an Azure drop. Again, you can use our link if you want. It'll give us a $25 credit when you make your first order, which would be super helpful. We would love that because that goes towards putting the food on the table for our kids. And then you have a link too that you can share with your friends. It's great. I love it. I love when companies do that, when they're like, hey, share us, we'll give you something. You're welcome.
I like that.
Plus we love it and we use it anyway, so might as well tell people about it.
That's right.
All right, I'm gonna get this cold stuff away and go into bed because it's
10:30. 10:30. Good night, everybody.
Love you guys.